Like, I wish I could just film projects all day and get paid doing that, because yeah, personal training is lots of fun, but with videography, it's like, man, it's just so cool to have all the cool gear and make all these sick effects. Like, it was the dream at the time. How did I get into videography? That's a great question. I really got into videography probably 3.5 years ago. I initially started getting into it when I had to create video and photo ads and build websites and all that stuff for my clothing brand, actually, Focus Fit Apparel. I started off doing pictures and a little bit of graphic design. Then we realized, hey, we need to have some videos for our content. So then I started dabbling a little bit into all that stuff. But what really attracted me to videography was I love the idea that you can have kind of a vision in your mind and you can bring that into real life. You can like translate that vision into reality. So when I was watching all these YouTubers growing up, you know, I always wanted to be a guy who's behind the camera creating content, creating vlogs, making sick edits. And probably the biggest inspiration is Christian Guzman's fitness channel, where he brought in some of the dopest videographers like Javon, Kelvin, Nabil, and that's where I was really inspired to make videos like that, because I just thought it was amazing. I loved watching it. I loved listening to all the music. I just loved consuming that kind of content. And then for me, I was always a creative person. You know, I'm the kind of person whose mind, once I start thinking about something and I really want to do something, I have a great idea, then I won't stop thinking about it until I do it. So my mind is kind of obsessive like that. Fast forward, after watching all these YouTube videos, a business partner and I, Romeo De La Cruz, decided to start a fitness clothing brand, Focus Fit Apparel, and then I was creating the video content for that actually just off my phone. And if you have a look at this is what my first video looked like. As you can tell, it's a good attempt at making a cool video, but obviously the low light settings aren't as good filming from a phone. But that was made in iMovie and it was filmed off, I think it was my Samsung S5. But the whole thing was filmed in 120 frames per second. We had our model Cody come out. And, you know, after a few videos of that, I was always into music as well. So a lot of people don't know that I played guitar for about 10 years. In high school, I was in jazz band, concert band. I played the French horn, believe it or not. I've always been drawn to music. I love music, all kinds of music, like rock, heavy metal, jazz, EDM, rap, all of it. I just love it. One of my early idols was this guy named Shamlo, and he made a video about Vancouver that went completely viral, like 1 million views in a very short amount of time. And I was like, man, it would be so nice. That would be so cool to be like that one day. Like, I wish I could just film projects all day and get paid doing that, because yeah, personal training is lots of fun, but with videography, it's like, man, it's just so cool to have all the cool gear and make all these sick effects. Like, it was the dream at the time. And fast forward, you know, I got really sick after personal training for a while. I was super sick. I was living off Monsters, energy drinks, Red Bulls, coffee, taking tons of pre-workout, Vedrin, things like that. And you know, me at the time, I was like 19 and I didn't know any better, right? I thought I was invincible. Right? Just like any other 19-year-old boy who playing sports in high school, and they really think they're invincible. I literally thought I was just fine. Like, I remember this one time I took Scuba Jack 3D and then I wanted to see how many squats I could do with 225. Do it! So took a scoop and then I did like, it was like 16 or 17 reps of 225, just straight, no stopping.
Stop it. Get some help.
And then I stopped and I was like, this is crazy. I don't feel tired at all. But then I sat down and I was like, okay, I don't feel tired, but my heart rate is just pounding through the roof. This is like insane. And I think that was the first time I was like, okay, this is probably not good. So I started pulling back a little bit on it. But at that point, when you push your body that far, the way to recover is to slow down everything, completely stop doing all those supplements you're doing, and just let your body recover. And me, I was still working like 12-hour days. So my body, basically in a nutshell, shut down. I couldn't walk for 10 months. Craziest 10 months I've ever gone through in my life. That in itself was like its own lifetime. it felt like, because I was trapped in a room. Like, we're all quarantined right now, but for me, this is a walk in the park, because I know what it's like to be quarantined basically in bed and have a migraine 24/7 and not be able to roll over in bed and just feel pain all over my body, feel like throwing up. Had to get spoon fed. So this right now, everything that's going on, like, staying home for me is super easy. Like, it also helps that most of my work is done at home, but you know, I've had to go 10 months straight of just lying in bed. It was brutal. You know, once I got better, I couldn't go back to personal training. It was a little too physical for my body at that time. So I decided, you know, to pick up a camera. I had to get all these ideas out of my head, because at that time I was like 23 years old. I had just gone through 10 months of being bedridden. Most of the time I was meditating or listening to podcasts or listening to music. You know, the whole time I was thinking, like, I really want to give this videography thing a try. So I don't want to go back to personal training, but let's just make some cool videos. And I started making a few cool videos here and there, and then this guy reached out to me, do you want to film this event that we have going on? There's like 50 people coming. It'll be pretty cool, just, you know, just to get some experience. I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, how much should I pay you? I'm like, $50 or something. I don't really know. I don't really care. I just want to come out. And I was just learning how to walk again. I had to move from bedridden to a wheelchair to a walker to actually walking out and about. And some days I would walk more, and then I'd have to like rest the whole day the next day to let my body recover. It was crazy. But anyways, I went and did that, and then, you know, just created a cool video, and they all liked it. It wasn't the highest quality. The sound quality was terrible. The shots were blurry. It was shaky, but you know, they saw that I had that creative juice in my mind. So we did that, and next thing you know, the next week he's like, hey, you want to come to San Jose? You want to come film a project? I don't know if I could travel right now, because, you know, I'm literally limited to like 1,000 steps a day until I start getting headaches. And he's like, come on, man, it'll be good. There's gonna be sunshine. San Jose, it's beautiful, the palm trees in California. I was like, yeah, we'll see. Anyways, 2 months goes by. I'm like, I'm doing all these little projects, like, just for myself. Keep in mind, I'm not getting paid at this point at all. So I'm learning the ropes of videography. I'm practicing it. I'm going around filming stuff. I'm literally trying to create as much content as I can every single day, because I knew that, you know, at 23 years old, I'm a bit late to the game. You know, there's a lot of other people who have been doing this for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, right? And I was just starting out. So I knew that if I wanted to catch up to the other people and actually compete with all these other guys, then I would have to pretty much condense that time it would have taken to create all that content and condense it into a shorter period of time. So I try to literally release a video every 2 or 3 days of something new, something completely different. Doesn't matter what, just anything, because I knew it wouldn't start off amazing. I knew the quality wasn't going to be amazing, but I knew that the more videos I created, the more time I spent within that Final Cut Pro program, I just knew that I would just get better and better, and might as well get better and better sooner and sooner. Anyways, I went and did that gig in San Jose, and then I came back and I was like, man, this is real. That's when it all clicked for me. You know, that's when I was like, I can actually do this for a living, and I put gas in my car, afford food. This can actually provide a solid amount of income. For me, that was huge, because that was proof that this thing could work. I may not have gotten paid much at all for these early projects, but it was proof that this was a valuable service that I could trade either for money or for something else of value, like a free trip. Then I started really treating it like a business. It was very hard at first, but basically that's how I got into it. I mean, I could go a whole lot deeper into the biggest deal I closed, or the craziest deal I had, the craziest project, the worst client. You know, there's so many things I could think of that can be their own like little topics that I could dive really deep into. But right now I'm in a place where, you know, I'm loving what I do. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I've been given, and I think it's just the perfect time to be in this industry, because while almost every other industry is crumbling right now, everything is at a standstill, you know, my industry is only growing bigger. More people are using video now, not even just because of this COVID-19 thing, but in general, like, businesses are moving online to digital. And for me to be in a position where I can help bridge them, like, to where they are in their physical business, to bridging that gap to getting them online, I think I'm very fortunate. I'm very grateful for the position that I'm in right now. But you know, that's kind of how I got into videography. It wasn't an overnight thing. It was more so just like experimenting and kind of following along the way. But you know, here I am today. Bautista Media has worked with a number of different clients. We've done projects all around the US, and we've helped small brands, we've helped large brands, we've done promo videos, we've done video business cards, we've done internal videos. So there are so many things that we do, and we're just getting started. I'm so freaking excited to be doing what I'm doing now. So If you have any questions, just let me know, comment down below. And please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, comment, like this video, let me know what you want to hear next. Do you want to hear the worst client story I had, the craziest client story, the biggest project I had, the most fun trade I did for a video and like someone gave me something? But let me know. If you're watching this on Instagram, leave a comment down below. Just tell me what you thought of this. You know, I'm just trapped at home, so I'm literally filming tons of different content. So there's a lot of things I could go deep into. What do you guys want to see? So let me know. Other than that, if you're not into videography and you're interested in it and, you know, creating simple videos, just let me know. Give me a shout, DM me, comment on this, and I would love to help you guys out. I'm thinking of doing a lot of tutorials. Thank you. Have a great day.